We're live,
This
son.
mic is off.
Attach it to your.
Like, I don't know what I'm doing. It's been so long.
Is that a beard? Attach it to that. Yeah, put it on the middle of your hat. And we're back, man. It's been a while, right?
It's been a while since Thanksgiving. Kaipo was on.
Yeah. Happy New Year. It's March.
It's all springtime.
Yeah. Hey, dude, speaking of, it actually felt like springtime today.
Dude, it was a nice day. And to think, like, last Monday.
Dude, I was freezing out there, man.
Yeah.
Freezing. Had to crank up a heater out there.
In the hangar? You're freezing in the hangar?
No, I was out on the line, dude. Yeah. It had to have been, yeah. Sunday and Monday, I was out on the line.
Were you?
Yeah. Yeah. You're always in the hangar.
Whatever, man.
We're back, dude. We're back.
Dude, our can truck, we have to add coolant to it like 3 or 4 times a week. Like, the thing's drinking coolant. Or else the heater, like, you turn the heater on, it blows.
And it's not like losing coolant anywhere. Like, where's it going?
No, it's burning it.
It's
like,
burning
you
it.
can smell it in the exhaust. Yeah. But that truck 1266 has 80,000 miles on it.
Flight line miles.
That's a lot, man.
That's a lot of right turns.
Yeah.
Like the aquarium, dude?
It's nice, man.
It's nice, right? Turtles.
So what's up, dude?
Nothing much, man. We were away for a little bit.
Time, yeah.
We both had some things going on.
What was that? Somebody pop up on there?
I don't know. Ooh, I didn't put it to where I could
people in comments.
Comments. They might have. I doubt it. But so, what'd you do today, man? And it was super nice.
Not much. Just went to San Angelo, hung out with my dad for a little bit. He just had surgery on Wednesday.
Poor guy, man.
Poor guy. He's a trooper. You know. I was talking to my Uncle Mike, my dad's younger brother, the other day, and I said, my dad has had ample opportunities to just throw in the towel. After everything he's been through, and he won't give up, man. He's a fighter. But I think it's a generational thing. I mean, I guess that's maybe I don't know, like, because he's a baby boomer, and I don't know, like, growing up, on a farm, poor, hard work, just to get by. I don't know. I think that does something, like
hardens you, man.
It does, and where you just work. Like, he's always worked so hard to provide for his family, and I think that's just all he knows, man. Just now it's a different kind of work, It's just, but he's doing pretty good.
I'm glad to hear he's doing a lot better. Yeah. And dude,
he is.
Those stitches you showed me.
High as a kite right now. He's got it because of the way they close that up. Like, he's got to lay completely flat. Yeah. In a bed. Like,
but you said it was a special bed, right? Where it'll circulate.
Yeah, it circulates air. It's like a big air bed. But he can't, like, move his legs, or because every movement that you make, it moves that part of your lower back.
Do they go in there and reposition them or anything, or no?
No, that's what the bed does. That's the idea behind the bed.
Okay.
No, they roll him over onto his left side so that they can redress it and everything. But that's about it. But yeah, he was feeling pretty good today with the morphine.
So you're telling me?
He's asking me, he's like, Andy, why is my bed moving? And I'm like, your bed's not moving. He's like, all right.
What did you say he said the other day? He's like,
him. They're bringing him back in after he had surgery, bringing him back to his room on the floor, and the nurse comes in and she's like, Mr. Carter, how you feeling? He's like, mostly with my fingertips. I was like, he's good.
Yeah, he's still got his sense of humor, dude.
Sense of humor, yeah.
That's awesome. My fingertips.
He's funny, man. But I just hope if I ever get in that position, or not that if I ever get it, but if I do, man, I hope I got the resolve and the mental strength.
Well, and the other thing too, man, he's got a good kid looking after him.
Well,
you're doing a lot for that dude, man. Oh, Kirby, he's tough. has a good kid.
That was it. Went to San Angelo. Did that. Want some more?
Easy, yeah, easy. What'd you make there, man? Tell everybody what you made me. Thanks for the shot.
I guess here.
No,
I guess I could have asked you before I filled.
that's
my
cool,
cup.
man. That's
I
perfect.
did.
It's actually, what is it?
So Crown Royal come out. They've been doing like flavored whiskeys now, and they've come out with a few limited edition. The one you had before was the salted caramel.
Salted caramel,
which is like it's like drinking a candy bar.
Yeah, man, you could go straight from the bottle.
And I do. Apple must not fall too far from the tree because. So this is the peach.
That peach is good, man.
You know, you picked it up for me down the road.
Yeah.
And anyways, I took it home. I opened it. I was like, "Mom, smell this." And she grabs it and she just tips it back. I'm like, "Whoa, what's going on right now?" It's like, and she don't need to be drinking. It was funny. She's like, "You better hide this. This is dangerous."
Yeah, I think we were talking about that. Like, it's just, with I guess the way we are, we're all, hey, smell that.
Yeah.
And you can smell how strong it is. But I guess back in the day, that you just drink it. That's how you try. That's how you.
Her and my dad
test it out.
Used to go to the bar, and my dad would drink Boilermakers. Where you.
What are those?
You drink a shot of whiskey and then you chase it with beer.
Oh, okay.
And he'd drink Seagram's VO and she would drink Jack and Cokes, and they'd get smashed playing Miss Pac-Man.
What do you call those when you drink liquor and then chase it with beer?
The Boilermaker.
Boilermakers.
Yeah.
I'm not a drinker, so I don't really. I used to drink some beer back in the day, but
yeah,
I never heard that.
Yeah, but this is good. This is peach.
It's delicious, man.
And the idea I had was tea, man.
Yeah.
Peach tea, like
dude, that's some good
peach
stuff.
tea is
man.
like one of my favorite beverages.
Like I said, it's giving me like a slight headache. I'm not having a hardcore.
That is so
headache.
weird.
I don't know, man. I think
you
I'm
ever
allergic
looked
to
into that?
alcohol.
Like,
no.
Looked it up on
It's
the internet?
kind of a blessing.
Well, yeah, I mean, it is. I just got the unsweetened Gold Peak tea and then mixed it and added a little stevia.
It's good, man. And you didn't record the ratio, man. You're gonna have to remember it. Write it down, because I might go pick me up a bottle of this Peach Crown just so I can have. It's like a real refreshing drink. Dude.
It is,
Perfect for
and
spring
like
and summer.
it doesn't taste like alcohol. That's why it's dangerous.
We could have this at work.
Cartwright does, right? Oh, you don't drink Crown.
Yeah, sorry. He said he doesn't drink liquor. Just drink beer and cologne when I'm out.
Cologne. Mouthwash.
Who's this, dude? I'm getting a phone call. Hey,
You're live.
what are you doing? We're podcasting right now.
You should.
Yeah. Love you, bye. She's so rude, dude. I can tell her, I was like, hey, me and you're gonna podcast.
I'm leaving, man.
Okay, see you later, dude. She wants me to send Kinley a text message. Just get up and go over there. Wow.
Well, see, that's the difference. That's why you're married, and that's why I'm not. Because I would have said that. Been like, get your ass up.
She's a good girl, man. She's been with me
Oh, yeah.
forever.
She is.
Puts up with my BS. But
And then you're like, okay, I'll send it.
done.
And you're still married. See how that works? I'm learning.
Yeah. Well, remember I told you, I don't think you need to try anymore. Just date, dude.
Oh no, man.
Don't get married.
Dude, I'm
anymore.
about to.
That'd be number 3.
I'm about to embark on 3. Whoa,
Number 2.
whoa.
That'd be
married twice.
That would be number
Twice,
3.
yeah.
If you did get married
Yeah.
again, it would be 3.
Easy, man.
Maybe the 3rd time's a charm. Maybe when you
I
start
don't know,
nursing, you're
man.
gonna find some nurse.
The first one wasn't.
I did hear though, man, a lot of people that work in the hospital, dude, they like to it's like cheat fest up in there.
I wouldn't be. Well, that's why I'm not gonna get married.
Because you
so
gotta think
no.
about it, like
I'll probably be the homewrecker, dude.
the ratio is probably a lot better for males, dude. There's gonna be a lot of
Yeah.
women.
Well, I mean, it's a predominantly female. I mean, the whole a hospital environment
It's predominantly
is predominantly female.
females.
It's gonna be Grey's Anatomy up there. That's what you say.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't think so. I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah. You're gonna be known as the hospital slut. Andy's a slut.
I hope dudes, everybody, it don't matter. No, man.
How is school going though? How much
good.
more? How much more do you got?
A lot.
A lot,
Yeah.
but you're knocking
It's
it
good.
out.
Yeah, I'm almost done. I'll be done in May with this semester with all my prerequisites. So
Keep doing it, dude.
other stuff with my dad. So
Yeah.
I'm not going to apply this upcoming. Every fall semester they start a new program.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to apply in June. So I'm going to apply June of 2020. But I still got a couple things. I got just a couple like statistics and general psychology I can take, and I got to get my CNA. So it'll just give me some time to.
You've been kicking ass though, making good grades.
Yeah, I set the standard a little high for myself last semester with a 4.0.
You make that dean's list, son.
Yeah, actually, I got invited to join Phi Theta Kappa, which I thought was going to be a fraternity.
What is it? It sounds like one.
Yeah, it's a international honor society, and so I don't really know like.
You thought you were gonna be fratting it up, dude?
Yeah, that's what I thought. I was like old school, you know. I was like, this be cool, man. You're my boy, Blue.
You're gonna be the old guy in the frat.
We're gonna be throwing fucking kegers and hammering chicks in the frat house, but no. Apparently, you do like bake sales and service projects and shit. I
But
guess.
is it the Girl Scouts? They actually join the Girl Scouts.
But it opens up scholarship opportunities, and then like transfer into Angelo State.
Cool, man.
They give you a bunch of money if you want to.
And you're taking those classes at Howard, right?
Yeah, at Howard College. Yeah, so I'll get my RN there, get a job, and then I'll probably enroll at Angelo State, finish my BSN. Nice, but it's all online. The BSN's all online, so
keep knocking it out.
My end goal is nurse practitioner, and I mean
that would be weird, man.
I was gonna say, dude, like anybody knows me, like that would be weird.
That'd be funny, man. Like
that'd be weird.
Somebody like going to TRICARE and they're like, I have the permission to go off base to go get a provider, and you get the nurse practitioner Andy Carter. Be like, what is this right?
What is this? Yeah, that'd be
not to say that you couldn't do it. It would be weird, man.
Especially if I stayed in the Abilene area in practice, that would be.
The way the nurse practitioner works though is like he or she falls underneath a doctor.
Yeah,
right?
You still have to operate under a doctor's license, but you and there's some differences. Like if you look at like a nurse practitioner and physician's assistant, they're pretty close in their scope.
Yeah,
what they can do. You can prescribe medications and stuff like that, but you do operate under a doctor's license. Some places, and I don't know if it's in the state of Texas, but some places they have independent practices, or they'll work in a clinic.
Yeah.
Like most of the time when you go to like Dr. J's or whatever, you're going to see a nurse practitioner or a physician's assistant. And what the idea behind advanced practice practitioners is to kind of take the load off of doctors, because there's some doctors that they may have like a 2,500 patient.
Sometimes I get bummed out when I don't get to see my doctor, and it's like, oh, I'm seeing the nurse practitioner.
Well, for example, like whenever, like when my dad had his back surgery, he saw the neurosurgeon one time, and he had his surgery, his fusion, and everything. And then after that, his follow-up appointments was with either with an MP or a PA that worked for the neurosurgeon.
Okay.
And
they worked underneath that neurosurgeon.
Yeah, they worked under that neurosurgeon, and so you can kind of once you get and all a advanced practice nurse is a master's degree. Obviously that master's degree entails you get more further into disease processes, pathophysiology, stuff like that, medications and all that, because you at that point you are diagnosing people, so
Dr. Andy,
I come in with like a slight cough and I'm like, you got herpes.
You're gonna have to take all sorts of pills, man.
But I mean that's my end goal. We'll see what happens. It all depends on how tired of school I get, but
It seems like you're enjoying it, man.
Oh well, I mean,
so I think
it's kind of funny. So on Friday, this chick asked me. She's like, or on Thursday, she's like, so what'd you get on your micro final, my microbiology exam or whatever? I was like, I got a 94. And she's like, you're so smart. And I'm like, no, I just hate my current job, and that's my motivation to do good. You know.
Which is actually a great motivator, man.
Well, I mean, getting into the nursing program is real competitive.
Yeah.
So they rack and stack you off of your grades on your prereqs, and they assign A's or worse so many points, and then you got to take this TEAS test, like an aptitude test for health professions, and so that test measures you in reading, math, English, and science. And so each one of those sections is worth, like for instance, if you get an 80% on the math, you get a total of 6 points.
You're obviously not Asian.
So, but so the idea is to, get A's and do really well on that test. So you secure yourself a spot.
Can be competitive.
And you can be competitive. Because they only take I think 20, 25 every year.
Wow.
Out of last year, when I went to the orientation, last year they had 65 applicants and they took 20.
It's like a draft. It's like a draft, dude.
Yeah, so you gotta, you're competing with a bunch of people.
What if they said this year we know we're going to do all academics, but we're also going to have you guys run the 40?
Well, I guess I'm staying at M1. I would run like them. I would probably have a heart attack and die.
Or you might have a blowout like old. What was that guy's name? Carter? Chris Johnson? I think it's Chris Johnson. Yeah, I had to blow out one of them at 40. Wouldn't that be funny? They're like, yeah, we're going to test you guys and all that, but this year we're just going to change it up a little bit. We're going to see how fast you guys can run the 40.
Whatever. Fuck that. But yeah, so that's my plan. But yeah, it's but I'm interested in the classes I'm taking. You know what I mean? That makes a difference. I
think, if you're interested in it, man, and you're liking what you're doing, man, just keep going. Keep freaking going, man.
Yeah. And I'm getting paid to do it. That's the best part.
That's awesome.
So,
one of the perks again for joining the service, right?
Like the GI Bill, yeah. Like the post 9/11, I'm glad I swapped over to that because I don't know, man. They probably paid me well over $4,500.
Wow, that's good.
Just to go, housing allowance.
Yeah.
So.
See, the only times I really used any type of GI Bill, man, is when I got my AP license, and then I took a few other classes.
But you know what though, man?
And I transferred it all to the kids now. So.
Okay, you did that. Yeah. So that's cool. I was gonna say, but if you hadn't have done that, man, you should just go take a welding class or HVAC or something stupid like that, where you could just fix your own shit. I'm
happy, and I got home warranty, dude. I'm done with school. Like I told you, man. Ever since I graduated high school, I was still going to school. Went to school, and I just got to the point to where just got tired of school, man. I mean, like they said, school's not for everybody. But,
it's not. No, it's not.
But if there's something that you want to do and you need to do it, you've got to get that education.
What I like about this, this isn't what I'm doing. Is not something that's generic.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I would probably.
It's not like
I'd probably want to. Yeah.
I'm studying dance.
Yeah. Well, no. I mean,
not to rag on dancers.
If I was doing a business degree.
Yeah.
To me,
everybody.
Yeah, to me, be like, who cares?
Degree.
I would get bored. But everything that I'm doing directly relates to what I want to, the profession. And
it's pretty lucrative, man.
So you can get it.
Lucrative, and it's also satisfying, man.
I can make about $100K as a nurse practitioner.
I almost make that as a mercenary mechanic. With retirement.
And that's kind of what I looked at,
Yeah.
I'm going to take a pay cut eventually. Just to finish school, but when I get hired back on as a nurse, I'll be making pretty much what I am now. So.
Oh, dude, we should have tried it before we got on, but try it now. Try to fire something up on there. I'm sure there was something we'd probably want to talk about.
Well, cast it on.
Yeah, try to cast it on the screen, man.
So I don't know how to do that with this phone.
Just go to your top there and look for a cast screen type thing. I mean, I don't know how to use your Pixel. And you got a new phone, Pixel.
I did. I got a Google Pixel. I don't know how to use the damn thing. It's a sweet phone though.
Yeah, camera sucks though for video. Hey, can you do that thing with your camera where it kind of like bokeh? It can, right?
Does what?
They call. You ever seen that commercial where she's like, "You bokeh my kid," where you can like blur out the background, but like it focuses on.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's called bokeh.
I'm dying, man.
Keep drinking. Man, that stuff was good, dude. You should have brought the whole bottle.
Hold on, let me go to Corpus.
Let me see, man.
I don't know how to do it, really. Honestly, I don't know.
Because we could do kind of some current events too, you know, and have it up there. Of course, I think I would probably look backwards to everyone up on the screen there. Let me see, man. You should have like a cast. That thing right there, you bring that down, you should see a thing that says cast.
It does not.
Maybe mine will find it. There it is. It says Johnny's Chromecast.
Mm-mm.
Okay, let me see if mine comes up. Oh, that's my phone, dude.
Is that your Google News feed?
Yeah, that's my news feed, man. See that? Air Force gets first upgraded Ghost Rider gunship. What is
What's
that
that
about, right? Let's see. Can you see that pretty good? You need your glasses?
Still ain't as cool as the B1.
No. The 4th Special Operations Squadron, 1st Special Operations Wing at Herbert Field, Florida, received the first AC-130J Ghost Rider Block 30 gunship this week.
Dude, think about it. If you were a crew chief on that airplane,
that'd be cool, man. 130s, man. I clown them, but that's a proven aircraft,
cool,
man.
I don't know, man. I'm gonna have to do some research on this thing.
Herbert Field. I figured that might have went to Clovis. I bet you Clovis will get some too, yeah. Because
is that the J? Is that that's the J?
Yep. AC-130J.
I make jokes about Washburn.
He knows a lot about that aircraft, man.
Dude,
he's got some good stories. Yeah, man. Some funny stories too. We should have him on. He said that, Ron Hunter said if we can get him to come on, he'd come on too. Or the other thing Ron said is like once we're in episode 108, because of 108. So I told him, I said we'd jump a couple to get up there, and I would just put 108 on there, yeah, even though we're only on 18. Right, but
listen, man. Back in 108, man. Me and old Frosty Balls, man. We used to drink beer on launches, man, under the wingtip.
That's a good movie, man.
I haven't seen it yet.
Miss Marvel, excellent movie, dude. Old Luke Perry died, dude.
It's a sad day for all those late 30s, 40s-year-old women out there.
Dude, he like when I was growing up, like all the chicks liked Luke Perry, man, and Jason Priestley, that 90210. I remember when
he just couldn't handle all the ass, dude. Stroked out.
He was young too, man. He's only like 52.
Yeah, 52.
That's scary. We were in Vegas, me, Kim, and her sister. What's funny is like I had just left there from the TDY, and then they wanted to go there for a vacation, so we went. And when we were there, that Friday also happened to be like the finale of 90210. So we stopped what we were doing in Vegas, hauled us up to the hotel room, you know, so we could watch it. Yeah. I mean, I watched 90210. I mean, who didn't know? People that are my age.
Wasn't Kelly Kapowski on that?
No, man, that's Saved by the Bell.
No, I know, but wasn't Tiffany Amber Thiessen? Wasn't she on 90210?
Maybe she might have been on.
See, this is when we need Cole, man. We need
Cole.
Hey,
look that up. We could look it up right now. Was Tiffany Amber Thiessen on 90210? I know she was on Saved by the Bell.
That was on the King and Sting It, dude. That was it Kelly Kapowski or Topanga?
Yeah.
What do you think? I was Topanga all the way, dude.
Who was the other chick?
Kelly Kapowski or Topanga?
Oh, Kelly Kapowski was
She was Saved by the
she's
Bell.
Saved by the Bell, right?
And then Topanga was, what was that? Boy Meets World?
Boy Meets World. I think I was Kelly Kapowski, dude. I'm not seeing. Oh, she was, dude. She was on 90210, man. Weird. Look, there she is right there.
I had a crush on her, dude. She's still hot as hell. So's Topanga.
Topanga. Who was that other girl that was on Wonder Years? Winnie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
She
Used to get a boner for her, dude. But yeah, man. See how my phone just cast it up there? And that pixel, that's...
Oh, Shannon Doherty.
She's hurt, dude. She's looking
Real
pretty
busted.
rough, dude. Pretty
Busted
rough.
ass Daytona stripper.
Yep. Yeah. 90210.
Speaking of watching different things, Netflix docs lately are
Are they
crazy.
crashing?
No,
Are they
they're
going up?
Crazy. No, just the docs that I've watched.
Oh, the
lately.
documentaries. I thought you said stocks.
No, docs.
Oh, okay.
Documentaries.
What'd you watch?
I watched that Abducted in Plain Sight.
I haven't
You still
seen it yet. I know. I got to watch it.
Man.
Here lately, I haven't been watching docs, and I know usually I'm the one telling you which ones to watch.
And
It's
I'm
weird.
dude, I'm watching it, and I'm like, what is the matter with these parents? And I'm not a parent.
Yeah.
I'm probably one of the most irresponsible people to take care of anything. I barely keep my Great Dane alive. And I'm thinking, I'm like, what are you doing?
When did this take place? Like in the 80s?
In the 80s, yeah. And it happened in Utah, like right down the road from where I live.
Well, you know what's weird? I think back then, too, people still left the doors unlocked. You let your kids go out and play, because I did.
Really,
I played out all day, man. Just had to make it back home before it got dark, you know.
Me and my mom was talking about this the other day. I was like, what were you guys thinking? You know, because
it wasn't as crazy
on any day.
Then, dude.
I don't think so. I think it was just as crazy.
It's just,
we didn't have the internet. We didn't know about it. We didn't know about it.
That's true.
I said, what's wrong with you guys?
we wanted you to get abducted.
we wanted you to get raped and murdered. Like, you could have just put me up for adoption. But no, so I mean, on any given day, you can open up the local news.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter where you're at. You know, I get local news, Abilene and San Angelo,
Mm-hmm.
and there's always somebody diddling little kids, man.
Or my phone gets hit up for Amber Alerts.
Or Amber Alerts or whatever, you know. And so it makes me wonder, like, I really think that stuff has been going on.
I think it did, man. It just
we just don't know about it.
Yeah, and the way we get information now is so quick. You know what I'm saying?
Well, and like you were saying, so that teacher that got hemmed up for having sex with her 13-year-old student.
Yeah.
How did she get caught? She got caught because the parents looked at the phone.
Yeah.
And, you know, so I think like there's all kinds of stuff, but you know, like that Momo thing was this shit was it's kind of funny, and a lot of people are making fun of it. But you know, all these warnings go out to parents: don't be letting your kids watch YouTube and
I didn't really look into
this and that.
Yeah, because I think it's like on YouTube Kids is where that came on, dude.
And I'm like, why are you kids? Well, I mean, I'm not going to judge. Like I said, I'm not a parent, but that's on the parents, man.
They like to parent with the iPad, dude. Just like give it to a kid.
And that, to me, in my opinion, you know.
Well, you won't know until you have kids, Andy, how hard it really is.
I'm sure I'll be kicking them out in the front yard. Go play in the road. You're not watching YouTube, but
go play in the road.
Go play in the road.
Here's my gun.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's the thing too, man. Like, you don't see too many kids out. Like, I know when you're younger and I was younger, we used to go out and play with our toy guns and shoot.
Dude.
And it'd have, remember the caps? You could put like a little round cap. You don't really see that now, because I think a cop would shoot a kid, dude.
Probably, yeah. I don't know, man.
We used to remember that, dude. You got like,
But
you go out and play. You'd play war out there. Man. Now it's nerfed out. Everything's nerfed, which is kind of good, man. Because if the thing looks like a Nerf gun, you're not going to get shot.
So Nick's son is real big into airsoft.
Yeah,
and he's 11, 12. Anyways, I think he turns 12 this year. He's real big, and so when I go visit him, he's got a new airsoft gun to show me, right? So he's like, Uncle Andy, and so he brought me his M4, and I picked it up, and I'm like, the hell, this thing's got a charging handle. It's got a bolt. No, it's an airsoft.
Oh, airsoft. Okay.
It's CO2 powered.
I showed you Jaden's Gatling gun. Right? Yeah.
But I mean, and he's got a real optic on it. Nick gave him upgraded his optics for his patrol rifle, and he gave him his old one.
Yeah.
And like this thing is but it's got a orange tip on the thing, But he's got a SIG, he's got a 1911, he's got a Beretta.
Cool. Yeah.
So he wanted a M1 Grand for Christmas. So Nick found him a replica M1 Grand airsoft gun.
That's cool.
And so I was prodding Nick, like, what's the boy need for Christmas or want or whatever. And he was like, get him a bayonet. And so I was like,
a real bayonet? Those are illegal.
That's why I would be like, it's like he runs out of like pellets or BBs playing this game. He just stabs his buddy. So it took a while.
Yeah.
But I found on eBay there's a guy who makes he 3D prints out these replica, like true to the era bayonets.
That's cool.
And they just bend over.
Yeah.
And it was like $30. So I got him one. So now the kid's got an M1 Garand, and it affixes to the rifle.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's pretty neat.
That's something I was thinking about wanting to dibble dabble with, is a 3D printer. Not that I have enough bullshit to mess with, but like 3D printers are pretty cool, man. Cool.
And they've showed where you can make a gun that works off of them.
I didn't really think about doing all that. I just wanted to make stupid shit, dude. But yeah, that technology, and like you said, man, it is. I think it's a different time.
It is a different time.
You can't let your kids go out and play in the street. They can, but you've got to watch, man, because there's some weirdos out there, dude.
I mean, I'm not saying like my parents were perfect by no means, but I had a pretty good upbringing. I had a good childhood.
Yeah.
And but like even nowadays with technology, you still got to be a parent,
Yeah.
But.
Yeah, I'll watch it, man. What's it called?
Abducted in Plain Sight.
In Plain Sight, and it's on Netflix.
Yeah.
Speaking of, man, they hit me up and told me that their prices is going to go up.
Yeah, what, $12.99?
Well, I do 4 screens for premium, so it's like $16 is what I pay. That doesn't matter. I'm rich. The kids think I am.
Well, it's still cheaper than paying for cable.
Still cheap. I almost wanted to message them. I'm like, okay, that's cool, man, but you guys better start putting out some more stuff on there. Like, they took away a lot of my shows, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, like all the Marvel stuff, all that nerd stuff I'm into, gone. It's gonna be gone.
Like the old seasons?
I think they're on there right now, but they canceled a bunch of those shows because I think Disney may pick those. They haven't even said if those shows are gonna go to that Disney Plus, which hasn't come out yet. So. Yeah, but I don't know, man. The way TV is now, you've got to get the app and then get something else.
Well, does Disney own the rights to Marvel?
Yeah.
That's gonna.
I think that's why they pulled a lot of their stuff, man, so they can have it on their streaming service. But.
Who's Michael Coleman? Do you know him?
Mike Coleman? Yeah, man. He's a crew chief.
Was he?
Mm-hmm.
He said you need to have me on your little Red Ball show.
If he's in Texas, he can.
I'm like, who the hell is this dude?
You never met Mike Coleman? I think he might have been gone before you came over. Yeah, he's a crew chief. Good guy. Funny guy, man.
He does look familiar. I don't know. Maybe not. Sure. Come on, dude.
Mike, if you're in Texas and you know where Abilene's at, of course. Like, yeah, man, come on the show, dude. Be awesome. We got to have, we're thinking about having some more guests, dude. We got to have some more people on. You know who I thought would be kind of cool to have on is old Gentile, man. Have him on, talk about some of the stuff that he's doing, because
Pro fighter, man.
He's been fighting.
Yeah.
Oh, he's been doing a lot of those
grappling. Yeah.
Those grappling tournaments.
But he's a pro status.
Yeah,
right?
he's a pro fighter. Yeah.
Amateur.
So have him on and have him talk about his adventures in that. You know, that'd be pretty cool. Speaking of fights, we just watched Derek Lewis and JDS. That was a good fight, dude.
Man, I don't know. Those dudes can hit hard.
How can that guy at 280 pounds jump and throw them head kicks like that, man?
I don't even know.
You know who does a head kick like that, but it landed? It was Paige Van Zandt. Watch her highlight reel. It's like that switch kick in the air. Well, he does it. That's how he does his high kicks. You saw it.
That's crazy.
It's nuts, man. That is crazy. But yeah, man. I don't want to spoiler alert anybody if you didn't watch the fight, but who won? But it was a pretty good fight.
It's gonna bug me. I'm gonna have to
Just
mess
go
with this when we get done.
Swing it down. Like swing that thing down.
I did. It's
and
not
you don't
on
have
there.
cast screen on there anywhere?
No.
Right here, man.
No.
Oh my God, that phone sucks, dude.
Oh, it's right there.
Oh, try it now. And then it should say like Johnny's Chromecast. Just remember, you can't play any videos up there. We'll get kicked off of the YouTubes.
Oh, I got videos to play.
I mean, I wish we could.
We got homemade personal videos.
I don't want to see those. Is it? You see it? Is it finding it? Search. Should say like Johnny's Chromecast.
There it is.
Boom. And then boom. You should be up. Look at
Oh,
that.
look
There's
at Hank.
Hank. Old Hank.
That's
There's
my.
Sausage and biscuit.
What is he? Yeah, he's 7 years old. Harlequin Great Dane. Stout.
How much does he weigh, dude?
I don't know. I got to take him to get his shots next month. So, because he's kind of put on some weight.
He's over 100 pounds, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Last time I had him weighed, I think last year he was like 120.
Dude,
Yeah.
that is nuts.
Yeah, like 20.
I bet he's glad it warmed
Heart
up.
of gold, man.
I bet he's glad it warmed up. You had him out there. And
He's fine, man.
I wanted to send you like a thing, like a Sarah McLachlan thing, like of cats and dogs freezing outside. Isn't that weird that it's cold out there? And I think, man, it's cold. Then I think, I wonder if Hank's okay.
Dude, Alex Trebek, stage 4 cancer.
Yeah, I remember seeing or hearing about that.
Well, he's dead.
No, he said he's gonna try to fight it. Pancreatitis cancer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He must be a drinker, dude.
It's weird your feed is you follow Jennifer Lopez, huh? Yeah, me too.
Raj.
J-Lo.
What else is on here?
Pick something. Let's talk about it, dude.
Supercross, Anthony Johnson.
Van Halen. Dude, that was a David Lee Roth on Rogan. That was a good one.
It was a good podcast.
I like him, man. I mean, I always liked him, but like it just made me like David Lee Roth even more.
Galaxy S10 Plus is so good that the Pixel 3 XL is going in the drawer. Well, that's nice.
Is that what you have?
Pixel 3, yeah.
What you have that 3XL?
Mhm.
Why?
The Galaxy S10, well,
is that the phone that folds up?
no.
Oh,
The Galaxy S10 is sponsored by Chevrolet.
Chevrolet.
S10. Chevrolet. Didn't work.
I don't.
You're stupid.
They don't even make the S10 anymore.
Jesse Smollett. There we go. Let's talk about that. Dude.
Oh yes, dude. I think everybody's talking. I think when you lie now and you get caught in it, you just called Smollett,
Yeah.
dude. You freaking Smollett me.
He's just Smollett. What's Smollett in me, man?
Jesse Smollett indicted on 16 felony counts.
This dude, man.
What does it say? Click on it. Did he get? So he's busted.
Yeah, that takes some cojones to do what he did.
Okay, a Chicago grand jury has indicted Empire star Jesse Smollett on 16 felony counts of disorderly conduct for filing a false police report. How about maybe terrorism as well, too? Right?
But you said it, man. That those two guys.
Yeah, the muggers. They would have ripped his arms and legs off.
Yeah, they would have just.
Those guys were jacked.
And come on, put a noose around his head. And what'd they pour on him?
Bleach. But no, before that, he had a letter sent to him that he made and had crushed up. But I think isn't
was
that
aspirin?
Yeah, isn't that some type
Tylenol.
of that's illegal too?
Oh yeah.
Isn't that like a federal offense to do something like that?
Yeah.
How come they're not talking about that? They're just getting them on.
Well, I don't know.
Lying. staged the attack and threatening letter that arrived 1 week before in order to gain attention because he was dissatisfied with his salary. Dude, I heard on, sometimes I'll listen to 1470 and they did like what he makes per episode. He's already making in the millions. He wants more.
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
But he's in deep with the Dems too, man. There's a lot of pictures circulating around with him standing next to the Obamas and then all these, here's what kills me though, is like, so all the people that come out and spoke, to have his back,
yeah,
and speak out against, all the hate and everything, which they're inciting, and it turns out to be fake. Where are they at now?
Yeah, and some of those people aren't taking like some of their statements away from their social media. Like,
how stupid.
Yeah, dude, you might want to delete that because like, oh, I'm praying for you. Why would someone jump this guy,
I thought it was fishy when they said that he was attacked and his attackers, did all that and then were yelling, "This is MAGA country,"
Yeah, that's weird.
Like, come on.
It's real close to the same time where that kid, that Catholic school where they went. Yeah, it's like around that same time, man. Well, I don't understand why people just can't, and I did it. I wasn't a big fan of Obama, and I was just like, okay, fine, he's our president. It's like now they're not letting President Trump be the president.
Yeah,
they're wasting most of their time. All these Democrats, maybe some Republicans, they're wasting a lot of their time trying to burn this guy instead of doing their job, what they were voted for, and at least supporting the guy, man. It seems like they're spending a lot of time just trying to bring him down, and this doesn't help either.
Well, I think we probably have a different perspective because, being in the military, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter because, when you raise your right hand and you sign on the dotted line, you kind of give away
take an oath, man.
Some of your rights. Yeah. It doesn't matter who the commander-in-chief is. It's the commander-in-chief. So, and we always realize, and you realize too that as commanders come and go, or chiefs or first sergeants or even supervisors,
there's new leadership.
People come and go. There's always going to be some uncomfortable changes, and you may not like that guy. You maybe not respect him as a person, but you have to respect his rank.
Why you keep saying his? It could be a female too,
or hers, or Shim's. Whatever.
You got to think about the Me Too movement, dude. You got to include everyone. Okay, that's the thing too, man. We're getting too sensitive about he, she, him.
I asked Nick this, because he's a law enforcement officer, and I asked him, is it dicey when you've got to interact with, trans people or whatever? And he's like, look, he goes, there's a lot of people who, they'll whatever, because the state recognizes whatever their gender is on their state issued ID card, driver's license, whatever. And so typically, there's always those people that are like, they're gonna, you say you want to be addressed as ma'am, and that guy's not going to do it because that's not what's on your ID card.
Yeah, it says male.
And then what happens? So then they get pissed off and they start to get upset and frustrated. The situation escalates. He said he goes, I just asked him, like, all right, what do you want me to call you? How do you want me to address you?
Yeah.
He goes, treat people like a human being.
Yeah, that's a good way to approach it.
And that's all it comes down to. I don't agree with a lot of things that are going on in this world, but at the end of the day, that dude might be a fruitcake, but he still deserves to be treated like a human being.
Yeah, he has rights.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So
Shim has rights.
Shim. I mean, I think, this world could be so much better place if we just did that. Just treated each other with respect.
With dignity and respect. Yeah.
We say that, and then we go to work Sunday night, and we get in the back of the truck, and that all goes out the window. But
we're just clowning around.
We are.
Yeah. We don't mean all those things we say. I mean, although we are trying to get someone to cry.
And that's the thing. Like I stand by sensitive people. You want some of the stuff that people get really upset about. that you see, and you're like, come on, spend a night in the back of the 12 truck.
Oh my God, maintainers, ruthless,
You-
ruthless, dude.
You will cry. You'll get an education on some of the most obscene things.
Or like within like not even seconds, dude. If someone gets hurt, we make sure they're okay. But then, dude, the jokes just cut. Like when Cole ate that antenna, dude. I made sure he was okay. But then after a while, man, we just were all just like, man, he ate that thing. You know, the jokes just came out. Yeah, he hit that antenna hard, man. It's a good thing we had a paramedic on
Dude, it was
on shift.
You know, like I went.
Did you apply anything to it, or you just took them up there and let them?
Yeah, I cleaned it up a
Did
little bit and put some, just fold some gauze.
You didn't
over
wash your
it.
hands, though. You made sure they still had hydro and oil and all of them.
Come on, man, I'm canned. We weren't in rebuild at the time, so there was no
There's nothing
chance of
going
that.
on.
My hands were pretty clean. No, I just put some gauze on it, piece of tape. Let's go to the hospital.
You're right, though, man.
They
It
glued
is.
it up.
We are ruthless, man. When it comes to that 12 truck or that maintenance truck, or not even that. Like, you just sometimes Washburn will drive by and he'll just be looking at me, dude, and I'll just give him the bird, dude. That's my way of saying hello.
Yeah.
And he'll be like, "That's not very nice."
Like, what? You're number one, man. You're number one in my book.
That's how I tell him hello every morning or every evening. What else, man? Let's get Smollett the hell out of here.
Smollett.
Man, maybe when we do need to get a video guy to run the feed.
Yeah, we need Cole, man.
Maybe Cole Daddy will do it. We'll get Cole on the
I don't know.
podcast.
I got a pretty boring feed, dude. Some Supercross stuff, which I'm missing the race tonight. Broncos got a new coach. That's depressing.
You went the other way. Keep going. I'm a new father as this morning. Weird.
It's on Reddit. Joe Rogan. I don't know. Marvel movie. R. Kelly. Yeah.
R. Kelly.
Probably gonna watch that documentary.
Yeah, there's a couple of them. I guess there was one that was released a couple years ago on Lifetime. I want to watch that one.
So this dude,
see how that one is.
You know, he's getting brought up on crazy charges. You know, for which he's already been in trouble for peeing on a girl that was underage or whatever.
Are they bringing that up again, or is this something different?
I don't know. This is different. Like what he's in trouble for now is different.
Mm-hmm.
So he turns himself in, gets out on bail, and he must, the R&B world must not be very kind to him
because they pulled a lot of his music, man.
He's having a hard time scrounging up money, but he got put back in jail because he hasn't paid child support.
Wow.
He did an interview.
$161,000 in child support. Wow. Yeah, I caught a little bit of his interview with what's her name? Oprah's best friend.
Yeah.
Forgot her name.
He was straight up. He was pretty emotional.
Dude, he wigged out. I would act that way too if I got caught peeing on girls, just so I can make it seem like I don't pee on girls and keep women captive. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he was acting, dude.
Well, I mean, look at Bill Cosby.
Yeah. You know what, though? Yeah, that's horrible that R. Kelly did that. But, dude, he had some jams, dude.
Remix to Ignition.
Yeah, like even before that, his first album, Andy, was when that first album came out, dude.
And made you want to pee on girls?
No, I don't know. No, that was dude. It was good, man. He had some good music. Yeah, but now, you'll be hard pressed to find any of his music. They pulled it off of a lot of shit.
Well, it's like, I mean, Bill Cosby. You can't watch the Cosby Show anymore.
Is that gone?
Oh yeah,
wow.
Yeah. And he's in Gen Pop now too.
They said he's got it made though.
I'm sure he does. I mean, he's 80-something years old. You know.
People probably.
But let me ask you. Let me ask you.
Bill Cosby.
Like, is it 100% his fault?
That he was roofing ladies?
Well,
dude?
I mean, he was, but some of it wasn't like he roofied him and then drug him up to his room.
We don't know that. He could have done that, Andy.
I don't know, man. Some
Bill
of
Cosby could have done that.
some of the stories that were told, like women were up in his room. Like there was a married woman that was up in his room and in his bed, and then she woke up after everything was done, and like, why are my panties off? And, like, come on, bitch, you were in his bed.
Yeah.
Like she admitted to going up to his room. Like, what are you going up to his room for?
Yeah, there could be what are they called, gold diggers, people looking for money and stuff like that. But dude, it was a lot. They said it was a lot of women, dude.
I think Bill Cosby was just into some crazy stuff.
And some freaky deaky
He just
stuff
liked to
dope them up.
I guess maybe that was the closest thing to necrophilia he would get. I don't know.
That's crazy, man.
I don't know. I think he was just into some crazy shit.
Yeah,
that's what I think. But I mean, I'm not condoning roofing chicks, But I mean, today you probably need to have a freaking signed affidavit before you bang one out, man.
Oh yeah.
I don't know.
You got to protect yourself, man.
Because it could ruin just an ordinary guy, man. It could, these people got money.
Oh, if they take the word of, like, let's say you didn't do it and she's saying you did.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're screwed.
Yeah, you're screwed. What if you really didn't do it?
It's kind of like the same thing like what was going on when we were in, and they were having all the problems with the trainees getting assaulted while they were in
basic
boot camp.
Training, yeah.
And then it funneled down to us at AATC. Remember, we all someone had to say was Sergeant Carter touched me, and like, dude, they wouldn't even.
It probably wouldn't be like too far from.
They wouldn't even look into it. You remember they said you would be off the podium. You're done. I'm like, what? That's not right. You've got to be able to defend yourself somehow, some way. So it's very similar to that. I think that's just. Is it right? Is it fair? I don't think so. I think everybody should have be able to defend themselves. Yeah,
due process. And I mean, I get it. With all the, it's hard to distinguish between. There's so many, and these dudes like R. Kelly and Bill Cosby, and they've ruined it for dudes. So you got to be extra careful. And then if you do get in a situation like that, it's going to be investigated. You're automatically going to be villainized.
Well, you'll be okay if you don't have a documentary that comes out.
Well, I mean, yeah.
Do you notice that? That's what's happening. A documentary comes out, and then all of a sudden, the person that the documentary was about, they're like this.
Yeah.
They're in jail.
I don't know.
So you could be that crazy dude. Just don't have a documentary come out.
I worry about anybody making a documentary about
me. What else, man? What else we got? Kevin.
I'm going.
You're going the wrong way again, dude. You know what? Go back up real quick. Go back to Nick Fury or Sam Jackson. In that movie, we went and saw it last night. This isn't a spoiler alert or anything. It was just like, I don't know how they are doing it. Of course, it's movie magic and it's all computer. But dude,
CGI.
Young. He was young through that entire movie, dude.
Really?
He was Pulp Fiction Sam Jackson.
Really?
Yeah. I was like, what? How the hell? And like, I was trying to like look at it and see if I could see like some type of glitch. No, dude. He was super young the entire movie.
That dude's like gray now.
It was a good movie. That chick that played Captain Marvel, she better be ready for her life to change, dude. Because
gonna blow up.
Oh yeah, dude. What's local in Abilene? I read something that they did something for veterans, man. They got there is no more homeless veterans in Abilene or something. They did something like that. What is this, dude? You're on CNN?
This is Google. No, this is Google News.
Oh, Google News.
Dude, Robbie Lawler.
What about
that fight?
Oh yeah,
crazy.
Dude. Yeah. What a professional though, man. What a professional, man.
Yep. Pretty boring feed, dude.
Non-binary Californian turned away from donating blood. Because we were just talking about that. Like, what are you? Shim.
You can call me, like, they got some crazy...
Click on that.
...terms.
What's his name?
Levi, Van Levi.
Levy or Levi.
Just wanted to give back. 31-year-old San Diego resident has donated blood for the past 13 years, but when he inquired about donating blood at San Diego Blood Bank, the response was discouraging. It was like the whole runaround on the phone. He is among a growing number of Californians who have gender marker X on their state IDs instead of male or female. What the hell?
What is that? Maybe he wants to be in the X-Men, dude.
That's it.
X. That is
That's it.
retarded, dude. If you're a male or female, that's it.
Look, man, either you got a penis or you don't.
That's crazy. It's okay. Hey, you ever charge that phone? It's at 34%, son.
She'll be good till morning.
Okay. How's the battery life on that Pixel, dude? Good?
It's good, man. It's real good. Of course, my other phone was good. S8 Plus I had was good too. Samsung, there's nothing wrong with Samsung Android phones at all.
Yeah, they're great phones.
They're great
dude.
phones. In fact, I mean, this screen is made by Samsung. The screen is made by Samsung.
But everything isn't.
You don't have any bloatware. There's no like.
Yep.
You get Samsung. It's an Android phone, and then they put the Samsung skin.
You got all that Samsung this and Samsung that. Yeah. That's why I went with this phone, dude.
Straight up. Yeah.
Yep. That G6. Motorola doesn't have any of that.
The total Android experience.
Yeah. Mine's kind of not really. But
it's a cool phone, man. The camera's good. Let's show that.
Let me take the screen, dude.
The camera's cool. Stole that shit, dude.
What's up, Hank?
What do I got?
See, you boking them, dude. You know how the background's all blurry?
That's what that means?
Yeah, that's what that means. Go to and just hit that and disconnect.
Can't do this shit, dude.
You suck, dude. There you go. And now I can take it. You know what we need to do? You need to bring your Chromebook next time.
I have it in the truck.
And then we can use that.
Yeah, I have it in the truck.
And they can stay hooked up and we can just pass that back and forth.
I had to do schoolwork today.
You're loving that Chromebook, huh?
Dude, it's how a computer should be.
Right? It's quick.
It works.
Updates. You don't ever get that bullshit where it's like telling you, hey, your antivirus is due. Nope.
I open it up. It turns on automatically.
It's immediate,
and
dude.
I go to work.
Simple. This is what I wanted to talk about, dude. I saw this. It says the United States is about to lose control of its secretive Diego Garcia military base.
Really?
Yeah, I was reading something about that.
Isn't that it's a British base, isn't it?
Yes. Remote remnant of the British Empire. The troops were here. The troops here can dine on burgers at Jake's Place, enjoy a 9-hole golf course. There was golf there?
Did you ever go, Diego? I never went to Diego.
I never golfed over there.
There's that picture I took of you.
Yeah, that's Boca, dude. See how everything's...
So it's portrait mode.
You go to portrait mode? I got that on my phone too. Yeah, man. I guess we're going to not have Diego Garcia as a staging point to snipe from a distance, dude.
But I mean, has it really been used that much lately?
I don't know. I haven't been there since.
Because the B1s took a year off and the Buffs went to Deed.
Yeah.
And then we're going back to the Deed.
Are we really?
Or we've been back in the Deed. That's where the Knight just got back from. OPSEC. Hashtag OPSEC. Fire me.
Secret base, dude. Right? Probably one of my, it's got to be a top 3 best deployment. Just because of It's remote location. The food was great.
My best deployment was Guam in 03.
Guam was good.
It was good.
Guam was a good one. But yeah, man. I guess that base is gonna be Gandhi.
I remember talking to Phil Kinsley about Diego.
Mm-hmm.
Because he said the same thing. He's like, "You went to Diego, right?" And I was like, "No." And we just started talking. He was just telling me about like it was like a paradise.
Yeah.
Like you walk out your tent and
Yeah, man. It was like Blue Lagoon.
it's crazy. Did you guys work 12s out there?
Kinda.
Kinda. Okay, were you guys scheduled to work 12s?
We had a good thing going there, man. But yeah, we worked, man. Magic Treehouse. See, dude, how come my feed has a lot of military stuff in there? Yours is weird, dude.
I don't know, man. I'm weird because I follow Jennifer Lopez.
I don't have any.
That's weird.
I got military
You
aviator.
follow dudes.
I'm jealous, dude.
How's the arm, man?
It's doing great, man. It's still weak, certain things.
Y'all flex. So
Yeah. Still weak, but dude, the doctor that did it, man, Dr. Britton, that guy rocks, man. Arm is doing really good. My scar didn't come out very well. I think it would have, man. I remember when the guy was taking that last stitch out, he actually kind of cut me, and that's why it left that bump right there. If he didn't do that, dude, that scar would look wicked. Now it looks like it's all hot, like all jacked up right there. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, other than that, man, it's good. I haven't like deadlifted anything, but I don't think I'm going to be doing anything crazy like that anymore, man. It's just, that's not my thing anymore.
You got a bar in weight?
No, I was going to get one. I think I am going to get one, but I'm not going to deadlift like crazy weight, dude. I just don't, my body can't do that anymore, man. Can't do that anymore. But I ran 5 miles a day instead of a 5K.
Gross.
I went and did 5 miles.
What's up, face tats?
Oh, yeah, man. Lil Wayne and Kodak. Kodak Black.
Harley Davidson.
Yeah, they're getting into the electric bike gig, dude. How is that going to work? Because like a Harley, it's known for that distinct sound. You're going to have an electric bike, and they don't make any damn sound, dude.
No,
it sounds like Batman.
It's a bike, though. It's a bicycle.
Yeah. No, they have Harley's getting into electric motorcycles too. Yeah. Yep.
Have you ever rode one of those electric bikes? Those things are crazy. So my friend had one at the fire department, and he rode it. You know, the guy's place that I lived on. But he rode it to the fire station.
You're talking about that.
And he comes in, he's all bundled up, and he's got like a stocking cap with a headlamp in it. Comes in, he's like, "Whoa, man!" He's like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "I rode my bicycle here." And I was like, "For real?" He's like, "Yeah." And so we had our meeting and everything, and then I kind of made my way to the back of the fire station. I opened the door and I looked out. And sure enough, I thought he was bullshit. Sure enough, there's a bicycle.
Was his electric or a gas bike?
No, it was
electric. Okay.
And I was like, "Huh, wow, well, good for him, man.
Yeah.
Try and get healthier. Good for him." And then another guy comes back and he goes, "Did you see this bike?" And I was like, yeah, he's got his bike out there. He's like, "It's got an electric motor on it." I was like, I knew there was something. There had to be something. I knew there had to be something. And,
you rode it though, right?
Yeah. So it's like a regular bike.
Yeah.
And then it's got an electric motor and a little twist throttle. And then it's got an assist. Like you can set the.
Oh, okay.
And so when you start to pedal,
yeah,
like if you have it on the highest setting, that first push is real hard, but it boosts you, and dude, it just launches you. It's crazy.
I think they caught somebody like during like a Tour de France with a bike similar to that.
Really?
Yeah, but like I guess the assist was smaller. It almost looked like his bike was regular, but he had a small assist in there. Cheater. He's probably on roids as well.
What they were saying on that, I was listening to Rogan's podcast when Lance Lewis come over here.
Mm-hmm.
he was saying that Tour de France, I think it was the first one that what's his name got busted.
Lance Armstrong.
Lance Armstrong, where they took the win away from him. Said that would have been 18th place.
Was the person that was clean?
Would have been, yeah, it was the person that was clean.
Wow.
So
they said that
they would have taken all the disqualified everybody that was using steroids, 18th place would have been first.
They say that is a very dirty sport, man. He was just the best at cheating, man. Everybody else was doing it. He just got caught.
Well, they ratted him out.
Yeah, because they weren't winning. I still like him, dude.
Oh, I don't like that guy.
Why not?
Huh?
You don't like Lance Armstrong?
No, I don't like his podcast.
Dude, you're crazy.
Never
man.
been a fan of him.
Get the hell out of here, dude. I like
But
Lance
I don't
Armstrong.
care about people that ride bikes.
Oh, I don't care about people that ride bikes either. What I think what was neat about him, man, is just like, yeah, he did do some doping, and so did the other 18 other people behind him.
Yeah.
But dude, he's a phenomenal athlete, man.
I mean, he
Phenomenal
is.
athlete.
Can't dispute that.
Yeah, and he was a eunuch. One nut, dude. You know, he went to the desert and visited us.
Yeah, I was there.
Yeah.
Him, Kid Rock.
Yeah. How come you not like that guy, dude?
Some
He went
Miss
to go see-
America chick.
Yeah, I remember that. Go see the troops.
And then what was that comedian? Who was that? Robin Williams.
Right, it was Robin Williams, dude.
There was another one. Was it Louis C.K.?
I think it was. Was it?
Or some.
Yeah.
dude.
Yep, Robin Williams was there, man.
Yeah, Robin Williams was there. It's crazy.
My second deployment, we got to see Drew Carey. He actually
Oh, that'd
stayed
been
in camp
cool.
with us.
Really?
Yeah, and ate with us. It was pretty cool, man.
I know I got done eating, went to the chow hall after work, and we went and ate, and we're coming out. And Kid Rock was outside the chow hall smoking a cigar. And I went up, like, shook his hand and everything. And I was like, look at him, like,
He's real skinny.
I'm like, dude, you're a rock star, man. Like, he's like, buy some clothes.
He was wearing a white beater, right?
Yeah, just wife beater and just some, I don't know, probably Dickies pants and
I
some
didn't. He's like,
dirty ass tennis shoes. And
he's
but I
rich
mean, that's
as
his
fuck.
persona.
Yeah,
But he wasn't real flashy either, you know.
he's probably just comfortable being that way,
Yeah.
man.
That's what I thought. I was like, buy yourself some clothes, man.
Hey, you want to go to the BX?
I get you some PT gear, man. Come in my room, man. I get you some PT gear. 3X, you were 3X?
Yeah, that was that same trip. Yeah, Robin
Yeah,
Williams was there, and yeah, the Miss America at the time was there. That was a pretty cool TDY.
I'm
man,
sure she
deployment.
felt comfortable. All those thirsty ass dudes that's been in
That
the
was my
desert.
That was my last deployment.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was.
Did you deploy one more time after that?
I did in
You
09.
09?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was my last one. It was a good one.
Didn't do much on that second trip. That was the trip I did that Arabian adventure thing. Went off base with Haji's fucking taking us driving over sand dunes and thought I was going to end up on Al Jazeera.
It sounded real
Yeah.
sketchy, dude.
Yeah, it was sketchy. It was very sketchy. And the fact that they let us do it was even sketchier.
When you went to go do it, did you have to make sure you were wearing slacks and a collared shirt?
Yeah.
Come on,
Yeah.
for reals, dude. Just
Yeah.
let me wear jeans and a t-shirt. What is that? I
Yeah.
never understood that, man.
Wait, well, I mean, we're not going to wear uniforms.
No, I know that.
Well,
but
I
why
know.
do you want me to wear a collared shirt and slacks?
Let's make
Is
us-
that going to make me not get my head
Yeah.
cut off?
Yeah, let's make us stand out even more.
Yes.
It's pretty
dude.
obvious.
Yeah.
Short haircuts.
Yeah, I remember that because I had to go to I got picked to go to that. Remember I told you that guy's Falcon Farm?
Yeah,
What is he, a prince that owns that place?
some shit like
Yeah.
that.
And yeah, I had to like scramble to find some slacks. Well, I didn't want to go, but then I was like kind of instructed, you're going to go. So I ended up borrowing.
Told.
Major Gonzalez had slacks. We were roughly about the same size. Kinda. So I had to cinch that up, man. And then I'm wearing a collared shirt and I'm all.
The length was probably right.
The length was right, but it was the
he was a
waist.
short
It was
dude.
like, God, man. So anyways, I'm wearing that stuff, and I was thinking that when we were riding out there, I'm like, dude, if something happens, I'm like, not only am I going to get like killed by terrorists, but I'm going to be uncomfortable I'll look stupid.
Did they bust you there?
They bust us in in Mercedes Benz buses, and we had a blowout.
We loaded up on a regular bus on base.
Mm-hmm.
They bust us to the front gate. It was like, get out.
Yeah.
And then the bus leaves.
Yeah.
And we had to walk off base. And then there was 8 SUVs, like Toyota Land Cruisers, and 4Runners, and there was a Tahoe. And you had to walk out, and the first thing you did was hand that dude 75 beans. I'm like, oh, not only am I going to get killed, I'm paying to get killed. And then they just take off, dude. They don't traffic laws. What's that? Dude?
Yeah.
They just hauled ass, pulled off the side of the road, and they were like, you eat, because we all had box nasties.
Yeah.
And they're like, you eat. And they're like, oh, great, cool, fucking. We're about to go out into the desert, and they want, well, at least they want us to be, on a full stomach.
Before
they kill us,
Wait, they had box nasties for you?
No, we got them.
Oh, okay.
We got them at the community activity center.
Got you. Okay. Box nasties. If anybody doesn't know what those are, I'm sure they do. It's just
it's a box lunch.
The box lunch from the DFAC, right?
Peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, and some chips and water, or whatever. I'm like, great. And then we did, dude. We just took off, and I mean, it was fun, because they're just like tear-assing through the desert, man.
Mm-hmm.
And they would stop, and you get out, and you could, like, one point they stopped, and you could see Saudi Arabia across the bay, and then you drive around some more, and then they got to this real big dune, and 2 of the vehicles, they kicked their people out, and then they went and they would shoot up the dune and kind of side hill. And then
so let's try to roll this thing.
Yeah, and then that's why they kicked the people out, was in case they did wreck,
Let's roll the only vehicle we have to get back to camp.
And then they would they got up there to the top of the dune, and some dude drove it backwards, and it was whatever. It was pretty cool. You'd be driving side by side, and fucking you'd look over, and that truck just disappears.
Yeah,
because they drove off the edge of a dune, and then you'd see them shoot up in front of it. It was cool.
Imagine if you had a Raptor out there, dude.
It would be insane,
right? That video you showed me is crazy.
That was in Dubai.
Yeah, I'm not a Ford fan, but if I were to get a Ford truck,
I would own one of those.
I'd get a Raptor.
Yeah, let's build a pickup truck that will go 100 miles an hour off road.
That'd be so fun.
It's designed to do that.
Yep.
We went to this little you just showed up at this camp in the middle of the desert on the Gulf, and
was there red carpets everywhere? Like carpets out?
I don't remember that. But they had tents set up, and then they had
in the tents, so they had carpets.
I don't remember. Yeah, I think so, or some kind of floor for you to walk on.
Yeah, dude.
But they fed us.
Yeah.
And then they had these little cabana things set up, and there was a sand volleyball court. They had a camel you could ride. They had a hawk you could hold, and then
or was it a falcon?
Or a falcon.
Yeah.
And then you change into your swimsuit.
Yeah.
And then you go out. They had this big
Did you get in the ocean there?
Yeah.
How was the water clear?
No.
Okay.
It wasn't clear. It was kind of murky. I mean, you could see through it.
Yeah.
But you didn't want to open your eyes under there.
You know the reason I'm asking you about that, right? Because I didn't get to do that part. I had to go to his falcon farm.
Because Robert,
anything what you guys did.
Sarah bought Robert a little camera. It wasn't a GoPro. I can't remember the brand of it, but it was like a GoPro, but it was round, and it was waterproof. And he had just got it, so he took it and he filmed. I think he rode up front. I think it was him up front, me and Crystal in the middle, and then Dave Singleton and Pam Wiley in the back.
Yeah.
And then and Robert was sitting up front with that dude. And it was funny when we get in the vehicle, the guy's like, America, do you like rap music? And so he turned on Ludacris or something. And then so he recorded it, and when we got out into the ocean, he took it out there with him, and he was videoing under the water.
Yeah.
And that's how I know it wasn't clear, because it was murky.
Murky. Yeah.
And you don't want to open your eyes in that salt water.
Oh no, it burns, dude.
But it was fun. I'm not an ocean person by any means. I don't like. They're just.
Have you ever been to clear ocean water?
Yeah, I've been to Cancun.
Yeah.
Well, I wasn't going in that water either.
Yeah. I just don't think you've probably been to the right tropical.
Oh, dude, I will jump into any freshwater lake.
You just don't like the ocean?
Not go in the ocean. No, there's
Oh, well,
sharks
yeah,
and shit,
dude. I mean, like, just like there's certain, like, I'm afraid of sharks too.
like I'm not going snorkeling. Not happening.
That's awesome, dude.
Not happening. That'll be the day that I'm. Look at me, dude. I'm like well marbled.
That shark will be all.
He's gonna be good. That prime rib American.
He's probably not gonna swim away very fast either. That shark's
What's that supposed to
get
mean?
you. He's gonna get you, dude.
Well, I was like, you know, I'll never get this opportunity again to go swim in the, in the Persian Gulf.
The Persian Gulf. No, the reason I was asking, like, if there's carpet everywhere, because when I went to the falcon farm, right when we got there, that farm, man, it was just like open desert everywhere, but there was so many carpets laid out on the sand.
So you didn't have to walk through.
Yeah,
the sand.
It was weird, man. I was like, whoa, like who's gonna clean these rugs, dude?
Those dudes that live in the shack behind them.
That was crazy. It was crazy, and then yeah, like when it was man, that guy's got a lot of money. That Prince. I mean, I think
like
when
we pulled off the road,
yeah.
and they had us like told us we could eat or whatever. They were deflating the tires so they'd have more traction in the sand.
They were overlanders, dude.
So yeah. So fast forward, right? They had a bullhorn or they rang a bell or something. And it was like time for you to get all your shit together.
Did
and
those
change
guys
your
work
clothes.
for that Prince?
I don't
Or like
know.
what?
I don't know. This was just something. It was I don't know. It was an activity that you could do.
Oh, so see everything.
That's why I'm saying it was sketchy.
That's
dude.
weird because like it was something like a bootleg MWR setup.
Yeah, it was.
Wow.
So it didn't get really like I got comfortable after that. I could. Well, I'm not gonna die in the next half hour. I don't think. So then we ate and we just hung. Dude, it was cool. Like we swam and then the sun started to go down and we were sitting in that little cabana thing. They had lights.
Yeah.
It'd been so much better if I had a case of beer.
You weren't able to drink so much, right?
Well, they didn't have any alcohol there. And so we load back up, right? You get your things and you load back up and then they take off. And it's night, pitch black. And you're like, what the fuck? And then we end up getting back on pavement and then we show up to this building and there's cars everywhere. There's Hajis walking around, wearing their white dress thing, walking around and speaking Arabic, and you have because you've been like out in the desert, out in the middle of nowhere, you have no bearings
of where you're at,
your direction, how you come back. You come back the same way.
Plus, you're in a different country.
Well, yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. You
have no clue where you're at. And there's all these dudes walking around the vehicles and everything. And we're in line, and he put a DVD on. He had like one of those CD players that had the screen pop up.
Beheading. He's like, you guys.
Would have been like, you're just sitting there, just like, what the fuck,
uneasy.
Man? And then they're like, finally, somebody was like, what do we do? Hey man, what are we doing here? Because he would get out and he'd go over like in a group.
He was over there trying to make a deal, see how much he can get for you guys,
probably.
Dude.
He's like, they're like, how much for the fat one? Nah, I'll just take him back.
They probably looked in there too, and they're like, two Asian guys, Sing Sing and Molnar. This one's not a good batch.
Oh yeah, I mean, one of them might be Yakuza. So. We were there to put air back in the tires.
Yeah.
But it was I don't know. It wasn't right.
Oh,
it just wasn't right, man. And then they drove back to the base and they dumped you off. But what I found was fun was like, so the US government, these guys aren't good enough to get on the base, but we'll let you go
with them.
Like we'll dump you off.
Yeah.
It was weird.
See, so I thought the whole time, like when I went, dude, everything that we were doing was around that Prince's stuff. Like you either went to his beach house or you went to his falcon farm.
I don't think so, man.
And the people that went to his beach house, dude, they got to drink. They were riding jet skis. They're at his beach house. having a great time, man. So I'm thinking, cool, maybe this Falcon Farm will be like that. It was nothing like that, dude. I didn't drink any beer. I'm not really a big fan of goat, but I think if it was cooked differently, you know, I mean, but I ate that, and I ate the food there. I ate a lot of rice, but
The food, like,
it was kind of, I mean, it was neat to see that Falcon Farm.
did you go downtown much?
No, dude. I'm not going to go down there and
I went downtown quite a bit.
funded terrorism is what you did. Way to go, man.
That's
what I always tell everybody when they were going downtown. I don't know. I just didn't really feel like
I got
down.
some jewelry from my mom. Bought some pearls and stuff, but
I had guys that would go do that for me. There was a QA guy that would always go down. I'd have him buy stuff for me.
But we'd go, like, there was a couple times where a group of us just went to that Coso chick, Cynthia, and Vega. A few of us. We'd go off with Cook. Remember Matt Sergeant Cook, the weapons dude?
I always called him the transporter, dude.
Because he would drive. He
always
would drive.
Driving, man.
Well, you weren't supposed to go to the souks after dark, which was like the big shopping flea market type area. And he took us down there after dark. And we're like walking around. I'm like, dude, I don't think we're supposed to be down. He goes, nah, man. He goes, it's okay. I'm like, yeah, it's okay until freaking Alibaba or whatever.
Till one of us gets abducted, dude.
Yeah. I was like, I'm not worth anything. They're just going to kill me. Yeah. But it was fun. We'd go eat. There was a place called Turkey Central.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that food was
it good?
Amazing. It was amazing.
Yeah, I don't know. Every time we were over there, man, I really never did. I just
didn't care to go. We went to
outside the wire.
Went to the mall, went ice skating. They had a big ice skating rink in there. Ice skated. They got money out there, dude. All that oil money and whatever else they're into. I wanted to go walk around the Ferrari dealerships and Lambo dealerships. Wow. That would have been cool because
those guys rag those out too, dude.
Oh, yeah, there was one dude that wrecked one.
Golly,
wrecked it.
You think to them like a Lambo or a Ferrari?
It's a Camaro, dude.
Yeah, to them it's like that. Yeah. That's what I think about when those guys got those cars there. That's to them. That's like a Ford Focus, man. Yeah. Let's go jump it.
This dude took off and fishtailed and hit a pole, got out and just walked away.
No biggie. I got another one back home.
But they get some crazy amount of money, if they're naturally born from there.
I didn't know that.
They're an heir to a certain amount of money every year. Oil money.
See, how come we don't have something like that in the United States? Socialism.
We do. If you live in Alaska, if you're an Alaskan resident,
right. Alaskan residents, they get that. They get stuff like that.
Well, I mean, that's essentially kind of what what was that guy's name that's running for president? Yang?
Andrew Yang.
Yeah, Andrew Yang. He's all about the universal
income.
Universal basic income.
He had some things that were that's pretty neat, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's a few things about.
Well, and I think he understands too. He's probably not going to win the nomination, but he's getting some new ideas out there. I'll tell you where I thought universal basic income. I'm not a proponent of it, but I definitely some of the things he said was interesting. When you're 18, you start to receive $1,000 a month, and that kid that's going to school, going to college, he graduates and it's either helped him pay for books or eat off of or whatever, or if he was smart and he saved it, and when he gets out of school, he's got a savings account, maybe.
It's kind of what the Air Force is trying to do with these kids now.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, that new retirement thing is weird.
Yeah, I didn't really read into it that much. I just know it's not like what I'm getting.
No,
or what anybody else is retired.
I guess Aaron and Lou, I guess people that were in when they swapped over, they had an opportunity to
keep it old school.
Opt in or
opt into the new school. They did those guys.
Why would you do that though?
Yeah.
No, I know Aaron. In fact, I'm sure Lou were here, but why would you? Why would you? Especially as close to retirement as they are.
Yep.
Why would you give up getting a paycheck for the rest of your life?
It's crazy big time.
But I mean, it's I don't know. I guess maybe the government thinks it's not sustainable. Now, on the flip side of that, where that 401k or I'm sure it's a thrift savings plan,
Mm-hmm.
where that is beneficial to airmen. It's 50-50, right?
Yeah.
A guy like me that got out after 14 years,
Mm-hmm.
I would have a considerable chunk of change.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
You know what I mean? To where if you don't do the 20, you don't get anything. You know what I mean? So, I mean, it's got its good things, its bad things. But.
It's all on how you play with your money too, man.
And you could very well, if I don't know what kind of programs they have out there or how good they are, but if a young airman, the Air Force is putting in it, and he contributes to it, and is really wise with his money, he could come out better in the long run.
And if he did the GI Bill, he could probably go to school, man.
Well,
he or she could go to school,
That GI Bill, man, that thing is.
A lot of times, man, some people, like, all you got to do is, if you go in the military and it's not for you, do your 4 or 6 and then use your educational benefits,
I was never, I remember when I was a new guy, and I don't remember who it was thinking about getting out. I think it was Gabe. And Ackett was just on him one night. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
Being a great NCO, huh?
Yeah, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do with your life? On and on and on about how basically, like, the military's it. That's it. No, man. It's a good thing.
Yeah.
It's a good thing.
I remember. You know what? I remember when that was going on, and I didn't like the way he was doing that, man. Yeah. He was like trying to make him feel bad that he wanted to go do something else.
Do something else.
Yeah.
And I was like, I would never, like, I had a few people after I got out. It's like, man, I wish I wouldn't have reenlisted, man. I wish I could just give my bonus back and just say I'm done. I'm like, well, as far along as you are to have that TRICARE for life, that would be the only thing I would tell somebody is think about health insurance, because on the outside it's expensive as shit, dude.
Yep.
I'm paying over $400 a month.
My God, Andy.
For me.
Just for you.
Just for me.
For my family, I pay $600 for the year.
And I got copays.
Oh my gosh.
So it's not, but I would never tell anybody. I just wish that I had known that I was interested, or I wish I would have.
Oh, found the medical thing sooner?
Because I may have got out after my first or second enlistment.
You may have cross-trained.
Or I may have cross-trained, yeah.
Dude, all these things happen for a reason, though, Andy.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All these things happen for a reason, dude. I was just thinking, too, because we were just talking about retirements and everything. Dude, I've been out for 3 years now. It's crazy how time flies by, man.
5.
Wow. It's insane, man.
Yeah, October, I had 5 years working at M1. I'll get 3 weeks of vacation.
I was gonna say, your vacation's going to be long, dude.
Dude, that shit was nice. I took that 2 weeks before our contract expired. Oh, man, that was nice.
I think I took it off, too. I managed to squeeze in there before they changed the contract around. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm looking forward to this next vacation, too, man. I don't know what I'm going to do. Last time we went to Austin, we're going to do something else, man. But next time you need to bring more of that, I'll go buy some. We can have some. I'll keep it here.
It's good, dude.
When we do the podcast, we can have
take that and go buy some.
I know, I am. You want to wrap this one up, dude?
Yeah.
All right, man. Hopefully everything came out better. We got a new camera.
Yeah. It's nice.
It looks good on this. It looks really good. On the playback, we'll see it. But I know we were gone for a little bit, but we're back now. So
we're back. We try to do one weekly. Have a few guests. If you guys have any questions or suggestions, we're open for feedback. So hit us up on YouTube, Red Ball Podcast, obviously, Facebook, Instagram. I'd get a Twitter out there for fellow Twitter users, but Johnny,
I don't tweet, dude.
You don't tweet.
I don't tweet, son.
But look for more content. Took a little hiatus, holidays.
We'll start putting more stuff out on our
had some
on
family
our Instagram
stuff
too.
But yeah, watch for the funny videos and like, subscribe, share. Sharing is caring. So
and we're out, man.
Later.